And so I'll have to call on the leaders. Starting with the minority leader. And honorable members, in consultation with the leaders, I'm giving each of them 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Please, we'll hear you for only 5 minutes. Then after that, I'll put the question for adjournment. Yes, minority leader.
Speaker, with respect, let me thank you for the opportunity and thank Mr. President for living up to this constitutional obligation. But Mr. Speaker, what the President failed to tell the people of Ghana is that 1 year in government, he's still acting with slogans, no action. Mr. Speaker, electricity tariffs have skyrocketed and Ghanaians cannot afford electricity. We have thousands of Ghanaian youths who are, Mr. Speaker, can they be quiet and listen? Because if they misconduct themselves, we'll do the same thing to their leader. Be quiet. You can't take away my time. If you don't keep quiet and listen to me, your leader cannot speak. If you don't know, I'm telling you. Mr. Speaker, thousands of Ghanaian youths were dismissed through a letter by the Chief of Staff. It's part of the state of the nation. Mr. Speaker, as we speak, there is a scandal looming. Security services recruitment, TribeNet, we know who brought that company to the ministry. Kama has a way. And we, the minority, will pursue the person and make sure there's full disclosure. Mr. Speaker, the cocoa farmers, they have reduced producer price and Erikopoku cannot be found. They don't care about cocoa farmers and they are here telling us inflation, macroeconomics, Mr. Speaker, Galamsey continues. Ghanaians continue to suffer under this Galamsey hardship. And we expect concrete action to be taken on Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, to conclude, our elders say, give credit where credit is due. Mr. President is telling us today that some gains have been made. Those gains through this gold for reserve. Mr. Speaker, the gold for reserve policy, what they have failed to tell Ghanaians is that the Baumia that they attack, Mr. Speaker, the Baumia that they attack, the Baumia that you attacked is the brainchild of this policy. Mr. Speaker, I would want to urge the government, give to Baumia what belongs to Baumia. And Mr. Speaker, we are happy they are showing a picture, trying to embarrass the former finance minister. We've seen. But very soon, let me assure you that somebody, a senior appointee who is in charge of this TribeNet, would go to jail. So the one behind TribeNet, the one who introduced TribeNet to the ministry, who is chopping money, Mr. Speaker, we are happy you are showing. Very soon we'll bring her picture. Then you will see the one in charge of TribeNet duping innocent Ghanaians, duping their unemployed youths. There are many youths who are looking for jobs, and this TribeNet, with the connivance of an appointee of government, she will be exposed. So you continue with Kenoforiata. Soon and very soon it will be your turn. Mr. Speaker, I will conclude by saying that this side of the house, we are ready today to debate on this SONA. And by Monday, the true SONA will be revealed by the minority. By Monday, we, the minority, will present to the people of Ghana the true state of the nation. Mr. Speaker, that said, let me thank you for the opportunity, and I wish Mr. President well. Thank you very much.
Honorable members, please. Honorable members, let's now listen to the majority leader. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Right Honorable Speaker, on behalf of my colleagues in this House, we want to thank His Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, for his excellent leadership.
Honorable members, please. Honorable members. Honorable members, please. Honorable members, please. We are not at a rally ground. Please. You must know that this House has the power to terminate, yes, by law, the membership of a member of parliament. Please. This is just a reminder to all of you. Again, this is a reminder to all of you. Majority Leader, you may continue.
I want to thank His Excellency, the President John Dramani Mahama, for his leadership. Ghanaians are very grateful to you. Mr. Speaker, it is obvious that the Ghana you inherited and the Ghana you speak of today is like day and night. The Ghana you inherited is as dark as the dark dresses that they are wearing on the other side. And the Ghana you speak of today is clearly as bright as the white dresses that we are wearing on this side. Mr. Speaker, clearly everything that you have said here is true. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Afenyo Markin will attest to that. He will attest to the fact that the big push is pushing through Winneba steadily. And he's getting premix. Mr. Speaker, it seems today is about cocoa prices. I can understand. Mr. Speaker, let me read Reuters today. Reuters has confirmed Ivory Coast will pay cocoa farmers 800 to 1,000 CFA francs per kilogram for the mid-crop starting March 1st. The main crop price was 2,800 CFA francs per kilogram. When converted to Ghana cedis, this is about 980 to 1,225 Ghana cedis per 64 kilogram bag. Mr. Speaker, Ivory Coast will pay cocoa farmers 800 to 1,000 CFA francs per kilogram from the mid-crop starting March 1st. The main crop price was 2,800 CFA francs per kilogram. When converted to Ghana cedis, this is about 980 to 1,225 per 64 kilogram bag. In Ghana, farmers are paid 2,587 per 64 kilogram bag, which is more than twice the price in Ivory Coast. This is confirmed this morning by Reuters. Mr. Speaker, I see written on the muffler of my friends in black that MPP Yaye Mobo Dodo. MPP Yaye Mobo Dodo. Mobo Dodo MPP. Yaye Mobo Dodo MPP. Mr. Speaker, this is a month of Ramadan, and Your Excellency, all Muslims in Ghana will pray for Allah's blessings on you. For your sterling leadership that has been recognized by the entire West Africa. That is why they unanimously elected you unopposed to lead in Africa. Ghanaians are proud of you. This Ramadan, many of our people could afford sugar and rice because the prices have come down. Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Majority Leader,
let me conclude.
Your 5 minutes is up.
Let me conclude by seconding the motion. The motion moved by my friends,
Honorable Majority Leader, you will now move the motion for adjournment.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this House adjourns until Tuesday in the forenoon. I so move.
Honorable Minority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, much as we are willing to work, the majority is unwilling to work. So, Mr. Speaker, I will reluctantly second the motion to grant the pleasure of the majority leader who wants to go and rest. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
honorable members, the motion has been moved and seconded. And the question is, as many as are in favor of adjournment, say aye. As many as are against, say no. Honorable members, clearly the ayes have it. The House is accordingly adjourned till Tuesday, 3rd March 2026 at 2 p.m. The House is adjourned.
Okay, at this level, is it good? Or you want me to increase it, or you want me to reduce it? Am I increasing the volume, or I'm reducing? The President of the Republic of Ghana just delivered a message on the state of the nation. This is in accordance with the provisions of Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution, and you're still watching GH Parliament TV, the Parliament TV station that brings you real-time events as they occur from the institution of Parliament, told by members and staff of the Parliament. President John Mahama touched on a number of issues during the presentation of the State of the Nation. And some of the things he touched on include economic recovery and growth, and he spoke about the fact that Ghana's GDP projected to reach $113 billion in 2025, up from $83 billion in 2024. There are also indications of the fact that inflation is reduced by 23%, from 23% at the end of 2024 to 3.8% as at January 2026. Government's borrowing is also reduced, spending made more responsible. Interest rates are also falling, and private sector confidence has been restored. At the moment, according to President John Dramani Mahama, over 1 million jobs have been created and 1 million people have left the poverty threshold. Indeed, as he indicated to the Right Honourable Speaker during the speech, Ghana is getting back on track. Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution mandates the President to deliver a State of the Nation address to Parliament at the start of each session and before its dissolution. This message usually outlines the country's economic, social, and political status, as well as future administration plans, and that's what happened today. Now, the procession is heading to where the President will sign Parliament's visitors book. As I indicated earlier, this is a procession made of the clerks at table, the leadership of the House, the Right Honourable Speaker, the Marshal, who's our Sergeant at Arms, bears our state's symbol of authority, which is the mace. The state sword bearer also carries the state sword in the procession. Of course, the judiciary has its scales of justice also present when they come for the occasion. As usual, members of the media are eager to get riveting photos for the occasion. Mr. President heads to sign the book, the visitors book for the institution of Parliament, and he is currently at the Speaker's lobby, which is where the Speaker retires to anytime he has to leave the chamber or excuse himself or take any visitors and stuff like that. He goes to the visitors lobby. Opposite the visitors lobby is the clerks at table lobby, where the clerks change and also hold their little meetings before. The Right Honourable Speaker, in a conversation with the wife of the President, our First Lady, Her Excellency Lodina Mahama. Of course, the Vice President, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, is also there. Spouse of the Chief Justice also there. And Mr. President is signing the book. Of course, in attendance is the Marshal of Parliament. And this is a constitutional duty which the President fulfills at least once in a year. Preparations for the State of the Nation address is something that involves a lot of people and agencies. Meetings and discussions are had with the security agencies, with service providers, with state agencies. Members of parliament play a very important role, and Colonel Ofusu, Principal Marshal in your shots there. Earlier, Colonel Bauer, Wing Commander Bauer was bearing the mace, but I see that Colonel Ofusu is overseeing the signing of the visitors book. And this is a very special occasion, and anybody who gets assigned to perform any role feels very special, because it's not every day that you get to serve the president in such a special capacity. And so I'm sure Colonel Ofusu is having a very proud moment. Mr. Speaker, still talking to the First Lady of our land. And this is where members of the Parliament and some staff may get photo opportunities with His Excellency the President, and Director of State Protocol also overseeing activities and ensuring that work is going on smoothly. Mr. President still writing his message. I'm sure he's wishing Parliament well and pledging to oversee a good or a better 2026, where we build on the very, very good gains that were made in 2025. The police band always comes and plays the national anthem and other patriotic songs at such special occasions, and they ensure that generally the program goes well. I mean, what's a program without music? After all, they say he who sings prays twice. As we said at the beginning of the program, the president touched on a number of issues and sectors like health, education, agriculture, and I saw the cocoa pots that the members of the minority had in the chamber. Now it's the turn of the Vice President, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku, to sign the visitors book. Professor Jane Nana Opoku is a woman that has distinguished herself in public life. She distinguished herself in the media, distinguished herself in academia, and served in various ministerial positions before she ascended to the high office of Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. I'm trying to mention Mr. Speaker's traditional name, but I know better because I don't know whether it's Taglina or something like that, but the Right Honourable Speaker holds chieftaincy titles in 4 different traditional areas in Ghana. Another well-established, distinguished legislator, a man that has worked very hard. We call him a he for she. He's worked very hard to ensure that Ghana's parliamentary democracy is entrenched. The 8th Parliament was, I'm sure, probably one of the highlights of his career, where he supervised a hung parliament and the art of ensuring that, and now it's the turn of the Chief Justice to sign the book. Again, his wife is looking on, the Vice President is also looking on. The President of the Republic is there also. Our very own Right Honourable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin is there. And as usual, a tete-a-tete going on between our number 1 and number 2 and number 1's better half. I'm sure Mr. Speaker is a very proud man, having been part of the Parliament story from 1993 and going through every possible position that is in Parliament. Minority leader, majority leader, from backbencher, not really backbencher. 1993, I think he was in the middle, and then quickly he moved to the front and he stayed there. And the good thing about Speaker Bagbin is that he's got the opportunity to mentor so many legislators, both locally and internationally. And he's played many, many important roles on the international front. holding leadership positions in the International Parliamentary Union and the CPA. And in 2022, Ghana hosted the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Conference in Accra, the 66th, and it was under his auspices as president of the CPA. Mr. Speaker exchanging pleasantries with members of Parliament. He just spoke to the minority leader. That's the clerk to Parliament. Camilo is the deputy clerk. And I know that the head of table Equia is there, as well as Eunice from the table office, all exchanging pleasantries with the President, the First Lady, the Chief Justice, oh, these are our flower girls. Brought all the way from the Oti region. I am sure their parents will be very happy. And I have with me Honorable Isaac Wamanyaku. He is the member for Afenyo. Honorable, this is a beautiful ceremony, isn't it?
Oh yes, it has always been when you have the president visiting Parliament to deliver a state of the nation.
What was your key takeaway? And the glass is half full rather than half empty.
No, it is actually almost empty, not half.
It's not at all.
Because I told you earlier in the morning that my expectations are to do more with creating opportunities for the youth in terms of employment. And if you listen to the minority leader, he gave that signal that the letter from the chief of staff has led to the dismissal of so many Ghanaians, and the president didn't show us any direction in terms of creating employment for the Ghanaian youth. Worse still is the agricultural sector, where you wanted to see a lot more of what government has done in the year 2025. That also didn't come out so strongly. So basically the main ingredient that offers opportunity for employment, we don't seem to have it, and I think that was missing in the State of the Nation's address.
Yes, but there were some really good highlights as well. I mean, employment for over 1 million people, people going out of the poverty threshold. These are things that we should also highlight.
That data from the Statistical Service ought to be interrogated, because over the past year till now, governments have never shown us the areas where the employment were created. And so these are numbers that are now being churned out, and their reliance is the Statistical Service. But we need to be very careful, because over the year, we've never seen where these 1 million jobs have been created. The youth remain unemployed. We've never seen it in industry. We've not seen it at the manufacturing sector. Government itself has not done any employment over the past year, 2025. So it's very worrying to see where that true number
on our screens now, the leadership, the second deputy speaker, first deputy speaker have now joined the president, and the vice president and Mr. Speaker, the chief justice, to take a very memorable photograph. I'll have to let you go, Isaac, because I see that more of our colleagues are there. But I want to invite you to our TV station. Come and let's have a longer conversation on this matter, and do enjoy your day.
Awesome. Have a blessed day too.
Thank you very much. Deputy Director for Broadcasting doing his thing. They're trying to get Mr. President. Oh, and that's our clerk and our deputy clerk, together with the head of table and the marshal. I'm taking a photograph with His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Of course, my very own brother, Fred Bauer, is also in the background with the mace, which is the authority of Parliament, which is a symbol of authority of Parliament. And today has been a special day. This is a special edition of our coverage on GH Parliament TV, and the plan is to bring you real-time happenings from the real source where it happens, and conversations are being had by the people who are themselves the actors of the things that you see. And today, we've had an opportunity to not only see the state of the nation, which we always see in the media, but also for the very first time ever, tell the Parliament story our own way. And I am being joined by a man who should have been here a lot earlier because he's my partner in crime. We worked very hard to see this come to fruition. Congratulations. I didn't get a chance to congratulate you on GH Parliament TV.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
well
so
done.
much. Yeah.
But I've been seeing your documentary.
Yes.
And anytime I see the documentary, I'm like, why didn't you say, oh, I worked with Kate on it?
Kate, everybody knows that you lead the team. So when we talk about Parliament TV, we cannot skip you. And you know that you have been on the drive.
How have you been?
I've been very well. Terrific.
Today,
Yes.
how did it go?
I'm so happy. I'm so happy, so happy. I can't express it because it is one of the best State of the Nation address that we have ever witnessed in the history of this country. If you consider the fact that Ghana was taken back, in fact, it is projected that we were taken back about 20 years. Just in 8 years, they took us back to 20 years. And then this president has been able to navigate through the challenges by paying all our debt, in fact, almost all our debt, because he highlighted that the debt owed by WAIC or to WAIC has been paid fully. We have also serviced many of our bilateral debt as well. And that alone gives me relief. It means that some people come to accumulate debts and show no results. Others come to pay our debt and show results just in 1 year. What he has been able to achieve is remarkable. And that is what makes me so very happy.
You know, in the morning, we had conversations before the State of the Nation, and the question I kept asking your colleagues was whether they had specific interest areas that they like the president to talk about. Yeah. Did you have a specific area that you were interested in?
Of course, and Kate, you know that...
Communication.
Yes, exactly. You know, you know very well that my interest area is communication. The president just delivered. In fact, I knew what we have achieved within the 1 year together with the Minister for Communication, Honorable Sam George. In fact, what we have been able to do is rolling out the 1 million coders. That is going to take a lot of our youth from the streets into, you know, getting knowledge in coding. And that is going to change their lives. We are currently selecting coders, or if you like, leaders, or those who are going to drive this through the various districts and constituencies. And I'm so happy that it is taking shape. The University of Ghana is involved, GIFEC is involved, Kofi Annan ICT Center is involved, everybody. There is also the private sector that is also willing to come on board with this. So it is something that we have achieved. In fact, we are currently also building ICT centers in all the districts in the country.
You know, I have youth parliamentarians in my public engagement department, so maybe I'll come and lobby and then, you know, we'll give them some special dispensation.
Why not? The ministry is open. In fact, what we want to do, we want to change Ghana into a hub of ICT. Like the president mentioned, go to Dawa village at Pram Pram. It is coming big time, where we're going to have all the multi-corporations in the ICT industry come to Ghana to set and to employ the youngsters that are there. In fact, this year we're going to have the girls in ICT. We want to ensure that those who will be trained, we will monitor their progress up to the level where Google and then the likes of MTN within the country can employ them, and where they can also learn skill to be, you know, self-employed as well. So we are doing a lot in the ICT industry. Currently, the ministry is reviewing about 15 bills. We're going to have the cybersecurity bill, we're going to have NCA bill also, law also reviewed. We have the data protection. For yesterday, we celebrated data protection day yesterday at the Alisa. Yes, exactly. The speaker was supposed to be there. In fact, the second deputy speaker
was there.
Yeah, exactly.
And he stayed the whole day.
Exactly. So all of these are happening within the space of just 1 year. And we are achieving results. Look at the road sector, where the president talked about a big push. In fact, and it is not just saying, but it is working. It is happening right now. From Bintiri to Nankbanduri, there is a big push now. The contractor is there. In fact, at Ahutu, Afenyo constituency is called what? Afenyo's constituency.
What's the leader's constituency? Minority leader?
Afenyo.
It is just to say that. It is just to say that
we shouldn't be pardoned. So,
yes,
so in rounding up, give me. Will I see you on the floor talking about these things during the debate?
Of course, I'm going to lead the debate
Okay,
as far as the ICT sector is concerned. And you will hear more during the debate. And it is time that all Ghanaians rally behind us because they have seen the good works. In fact, the other side came only to talk about cocoa. And they have also lost the argument there because, like the leader in giving his remarks indicated, we are doing even better than Cote d'Ivoire in terms of cocoa pricing. So what are they talking about?
So this is the part where I let you go.
Yes.
With the promise that you have to come to our studio and spend an hour. I'm eliciting that promise, especially from you, because this is your baby. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you for making this happen. We know what we had to do, and we know that had we not been firm, it would not have been able to.
Yes. In fact, so let me also take this opportunity to thank you and to congratulate you for giving the support. In fact, you lead the team, so the thanks goes to you and the team. In fact, the camera guys, I see them going up and down and make sure that we are live every time.
Thank you so much.
In fact, Ghanaians should expect more from Parliament TV.
Thank you for the endorsement. We will see you again. So we are moving on, and as I indicated, you are live on GH Parliament TV, and our aim today has been to inform you, educate you, and entertain you, and we promise you that we are going to be having more of such programs as we go along. We are less than a year old, but we do know that we are going places, and we're taking you along with us. And so, I have another member of parliament. Everybody knows you. I was eating at a place that you were at last week, and everybody kept coming to tell me, "Oh, this person is here." I said, "I know." I said, "What do you want me to do?" It's like, wow. It's like I've come to say, "Oh, pay my bills." I should have done that, don't you think?
I think so. I think you should have removed yourself.
Yeah, but I thought you should eat in peace. So how are you today?
I'm doing well and glowing, having heard good news from His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana.
I watched it, and so I have a good idea of what was said. But let's hear what you think of it.
For me, I was impressed how he took the address sector by sector, analyzed the challenges as he inherited, and not just complain or let us know the challenge. Also let us know the solutions he brought on board and the outcome of same. So if you realize health, he dealt strategically with it. And for me, as regional minister for Ashanti, I was interested in getting to hear the key hospital infrastructure facilities within my area. And I heard his commitment towards Sewua Afari Konfanochi maternity block. And it was a good one for me. In education, having to be able to support the educational sector, especially to eradicate the double track system. And he did justice to same. And I'm so impressed. When it came to roads, he equally delivered in terms of letting us know that he's not just a president for Jubilee House, he's president for the country and he knows what is happening on the grounds. For me, and equally in my interest as regional minister, he made mention of the key big push projects that are happening within the region. The Outer Kumasi Ring Road, the Swami Interchange, the Mahojo Runabout, the Kwara Runabout, Outstretch, Sunyane Kumasi Road, Phase 2, and the Accra Kumasi Express Road, which is the flagship of it all.
So then I'm assuming that when the debate starts from Tuesday, you're going to be talking about roads.
Unfortunately, I will not be in the chamber to do the debate as a minister,
but not a member of parliament. Yes. You see, so the thing about, again, this is a point of education for our viewers. The thing about members of parliament is that, in fact, you are allowed to attend the house and even contribute to debate. However, you cannot vote. Yes. So you can actually come and talk about it, but I understand that you'd like to give room to those
I
who
believe my members of parliament
will do a good job of it. So let me say bye-bye to you, but when are we seeing you on Parliament TV to give us...
Anytime I'm in the capital city, I'll pass through.
The Tumfo is my uncle and father, so
nice.
Send my kind regards to him and take good care of the region. And I'm sure we'll see you around.
Anytime you're around, let me give you a presidential treat.
Definitely. Thank you for coming. And so the conversation is going on, and may I have Honorable to join me so that we can...
Minister.
Oh, they want to? Okay, very well. Yeah. Yeah, very well. So we are talking about MPs and their expectations and whether these expectations were met at the just ended address by His Excellency, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, on the state of our nation. Honorable, welcome.
Thank you.
And I saw the cocoa and I'm thinking...
When the last time you saw cocoa?
I am an Accra girl, but I have seen cocoa once in a while.
Oh, okay.
I know what the cocoa looks like, but you know, I'm